the developments is also joining me on the broadcast. Siddhant, we see some sort of a vehicular movement, a VIP movement of sorts. Are we here talking about the Noida DM, who's currently on ground to assess the situation?
Well, yes, the DM is here. Commissioner of Police Alok Singh is here. Ritu Maheshwari, the CEO of the Noida Authority. All the senior officials of the district are on ground. And in fact, Greha, I would like to mention the photograph that has been accessed by us. This is the first photograph from ground zero, the exact command center. And in fact, we can see a blaster standing with remote in his hand. And in a way, we can tell this our viewers the preparations are underway at the command center, and they are just making sure that everything is in place before the blast. So we have accessed that one photograph of blaster, with the remote control in his hand and doing rehearsals before the exact blast. So that photograph has been exclusively accessed by us. Also, District Magistrate, Commissioner, CEO, Noida Authority, all are on ground, and in fact, they're keeping a close eye. As I've been telling this, that there are 5 sub-commandants appointed, 1 chief commandant appointed by Commissioner of Police Noida, and that is how once a signal will be given from the chief commander to the blaster, then only the blast is going to take place. So all the sub-commandants are going to report to the chief commandant, and then chief commandant will give green signal to the blaster. Now the traffic is going to get stopped in the area. We have also been told that the sirens are going to be, they are going to switch on the sirens in the area so that people can get to know that the blast is going to take place. So it's more like a I shouldn't be saying this, but the preparations are like a war level preparation here. The sirens are also placed. The traffic has been completely stopped. The area has been cordoned off. More than 7,000 people have been asked to move away from their residences. They are located at a nearby residence. The electricity will be cut off. Water supply will be, gas connections will be cut off. So all these precautions are being taken. So the time, it's only half an hour left. The preparations are underway. In fact, the photo that has been accessed by us also suggests the same, that the final rehearsals, the final preparations are currently underway at the command center. Back to you.
All right. Siddhant, thank you so much for joining us. I'm also now joined on the broadcast by my guests this afternoon, right before the demolition that is about to take place. I'm joined on the broadcast by Mr. Shashikant, who's a former IPS and ex-DGP of Punjab. Sir, thank you so much for joining us. Also joining me is Ms. Ranjana Bhardwaj, the Vice President of NEFOWA, one of the Resident Welfare Association's President, the Vice President. Ms. Bhardwaj, I'll come to you now. The fact that we're talking about 5,000 odd families who have it to vacate their houses right before this demolition that is all set to take place. And there are neighboring societies who have come out to help them. For people who do not have their friends and families to go through, they are going and, staying with the people in the neighboring societies. However, the worry for their homes remains. What you have to say about all that has been planned through the day and the way this particular demolition is being carried out, taking into account that there is less inconveniencing of people?
See, this is a very scary moment for everyone. I think whole world is watching this biggest demolition in India ever, 100 meters of tower higher than the Qutub Minar. The first question arises in my mind: why all these things happen? Why this demolition has taken place? This is not good for anyone. They are having the many disadvantages of this demolition. First, we are only highlighting only the builder, the culprit. Obviously, builder is the major culprit, and this is a lesson to all real estate people, the verdict of this Supreme Court which has taken place. And everyone will think 100 times before building the illegal towers and violating the norms. But my question is also that the people behind this, whether it's the authority or the government officials, who had shielded them, people who have taken the bribe, and because of that, the builder had got the confidence and built these illegal towers. Where are those? We are not highlighting those people. I think the simultaneously their property should be also demolished, and it should be also the one of the history in India. If anybody will be corrupted, they will take the bribe, they also have to repent in the same way. Because if we say that we know all about the Supertech builder, he is already in the financial crisis, he has to give a lot of amount to the banks, to authority. Because of this, the registry of people are not going to take place. People are still living illegally in their towers because there's no registry, they are living there. And so I do feel that because of this, the huge amount has been used to build this tower, 100 meters of tower, 40 stories building, 30 stories building. That amount, the same crores of amount had been used to demolish this tower. Ultimately, the common people, the public, the residents, people will suffer from that. And I feel this should not be this saying should not be true. I feel that there will be again the delay in the construction, delay in the registry. So ultimately, it's the common people who suffers from all these things. So I think the Yogi ji and Modi ji government, they should individually, they should monitor all this. And I do feel they are literally monitoring all this event and all. This demolition, this historic demolition should not repeat again in future, which is not good for anyone. We know there are many problems. I do feel very bad for the people who are living adjacent to these twin towers. And I don't know what will happen to the structure of that. As we know, the construction quality of these builders are third class. Or will they manage? I know, we all know that the people from Africa, the good team had been come who are scanning, who are monitoring all these things. Still, the proper audit should go after this demolition from the Roorkee or IIT engineers, about the pillars and everything structure all, because of the security, it will be really threatening for the people to go again back to their towers, which are some towers, as I know from the media only, some towers are 9 meters from this twin tower. Some towers are 27 meters. That's a very less distance for that. And the pollution is also major concern, and noise pollution will be there.
Things that you're raising. Very bold point, something similar that I actually wanted to put forth to our next guest who's also joining me on the broadcast. Mr. Shashikant, I'll come to you. Let me quickly pay out this reaction that's coming in by Mr. Avnish Awasthi, who's the Additional Chief Secretary, Home Department of the State of Uttar Pradesh. Let's first listen into that. I'll come back to you.
फ्रॉड हुआ, उसके तहत माननीय न्यायालयों के आदेश के अंतर्गत, माननीय उच्चतम न्यायालय के आदेश के अंतर्गत बहुत सख्त रवैया अपनाते हुए आदेश दिया गया कि इनको डिमोलिश किया जाए। ये डिमोलिशन जो है एक मील का पत्थर होगा, ये दिखाने के लिए कि अल्टीमेटली लॉ विल कैच अप विद एनी इलीगल डिसीजन व्हिच हैज बीन डन इन द पास्ट। और चाहे जितना बड़ा आदमी हो, पब्लिक डोमेन में जीरो टॉलरेंस टू ऑल सच इलीगल एक्टिविटी, ये बहुत जरूरी था। नोएडा के क्षेत्र में हो रहा है ये काम, निश्चय ही नोएडा, ग्रेटर नोएडा, अन्य क्षेत्रों में एक मैसेज होगा, पूरे प्रदेश में मैसेज होगा कि अगर कहीं इलीगल करेंगे तो काम किसी भी दिन नहीं चल पाएगा। इसकी समीक्षा उद्योग विभाग के द्वारा डिमोलिशन की बहुत क्लोजली और पैनी नजर से की गई है। सीईओ नोएडा जो है, उन्होंने व्यवस्था बनाई है और दोनों बिल्डिंग्स के डिमोलिशन के लिए हर विभाग को जोड़कर वहां पर पूरी तैयारी कर ली है। मेरी अभी कुछ देर पहले सीईओ नोएडा ऋतु महेश्वरी जी से, वहां के सीपी आलोक सिंह जी से, वहां के डीएम सुहास से जो है बात हुई है। सभी लोग मौके पर मौजूद हैं। जिन बिल्डिंग्स को इवैक्यूएट करना था सुरक्षा की दृष्टि से, वो भी कर दिया गया है। और डिमोलिशन के बाद जो वहां का जो
Mr.